Hi there, my name is Lindsay Brual, and I am thrilled to be your son's Physics 12 teacher this year. Most likely I've already met your son, have been working with him since January, but I'm just so excited to be continuing on. My background is from Regina, Saskatchewan, and I moved about a year ago to Vancouver to be closer to my family during COVID. And I've just been so thrilled and overwhelmed with this amazing community that VC is. And yeah, I hope to share some of that joy with your son this year. I'm going to open up the course outline so you can take a look at what's going on this year. This is available on the Google Classroom, which maybe if you ask your son nicely, you could take a look. But overall, what's going to happen is we're going to focus a bit on the lab procedures as well as some of the concepts that are required in Physics 12. So we're going to begin with the nature of science, which is the scientific method, and just make sure that our lab skills are up to snuff, given that there's a reason that your son is in Physics 12, and I'm assuming that there's some sort of correlation with what they're planning to do next year. So having proper lab skills and the critical thinking skills are my goals to get them set up to be successful with whatever they decide to do next year. After we have this introductory unit, we will get into just reviewing kinematics and dynamics. They mentioned a little bit that there were some pieces of that they weren't completely confident with from last year. So we're going to revisit those themes and make sure that everything is good there. And then we're going to get into momentum. After that, we will be looking at rotational motion and gravitation, as well as some of the orbitals and some of those things. And then in the new year, we're going to get into electrostatics. So we're going to revisit circuits and do a proper circuits unit from Physics 11, and then get into understanding the forces behind that, magnetism and electromagnetic induction, getting into how the motors work, how our Tesla cars work, and finishing off with modern physics. And just getting a brief introduction into some of those really big key moments in our most recent history. All of our science classes have the following categories: one called investigating and experimenting, which is where a lot of our labs are going to go; processing, analysis, and application, where most of our assessments will go; and then evaluating and communicating, where again our assignments and our labs will fall. I will be giving out each unit in one small booklet that I'm calling Power Notes, and in the hopes that just by doing it one booklet at a time, there's a higher probability that they will keep themselves organized. And in the Google Classroom, this is actually a link to our school's common assessment practices, which include what should happen around lates and whatnot. Generally speaking, I would love that the student themselves email me if something's going on, but if they're going to be missing a quiz or a test, it would be nice to hear from you that it's legitimate and it's not that they just got scared. So quizzes, tests, and retests will hold the same policy as last year, where if they test better than they did on the quiz, the test will replace the quiz, and there will also be a retest opportunity. Now, they cannot have any outstanding labs or work for me for that. And if I don't get an email from you saying that they were sick, then they will forfeit their retest opportunity if they aren't here on the test day. And lastly, for the final exam, as well as for the tests and the quizzes and the retests, they will be able to take one piece of 8.5 by 11 piece of paper from both sides as a cheat sheet into their quizzes, their tests, their final exam. A formula sheet will also be provided. So this is just for their notes, but they can't put direct examples on there. They need to, it needs to be notes and processes and helpful hints to themselves. I think that's it. I'm looking forward to a really great year with your son, and please don't hesitate to reach out and send me an email if something comes up. Happy to talk also at parent-teacher interviews or whatever works best with your schedule. I look forward to meeting with you and working with you, and I hope you all have a great year. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.